Hey everyone, welcome to Micro Adventures. I'm Ellie, this is Josiah, and today we're doing a full body focus class with ankle weights. Now, if you don't have ankle weights, no big deal, you're gonna do the exact same movements. But if you do have the ankle weights, go ahead and put them on. It does help if you put them like over a legging or over a sock. I feel like they sometimes get a little uncomfortable if they're directly on your skin, on your ankles. And let's see, what else do you need to know? Maybe a mat beside your micro. We're gonna get to some lying down abdominal work a little bit later. And we'll be on one white spring to start things off. If you don't have the white spring, you already know you're on one black. We will begin in a wheelbarrow with an alternating knee lift. So hands to the front platform for me, Josiah, knees on top of your carriage. You're gonna find your wheelbarrow position, and let's just go ahead and set that up for a moment. So find some length from the crown of your head down through your knees, knit your lower ribs together, squeeze your glutes a little bit, really strong here in your plank setup. Now from here, try to keep your hips really stable. You're gonna lift your right knee off the carriage just an inch, lower it down, and then lift the left knee just an inch, lower it down, and then we'll go one wheelbarrow. So strong straight arms extending out from the shoulders. Pause at your furthest point, use your abs, use your lats. Pull your body forward until your shoulders stop just over the wrist. Good, keep going here. So it's one alternating lift of the knees, one wheelbarrow. So right away you should feel a difference with those ankle weights on, just a little bit extra resistance. You're gonna feel your legs working a little bit more. You're gonna feel your core working a little bit harder. And best you can, try to keep the hips nice and stable. So I've got the ankle weights on so I can kind of like show you what we're doing with them. Josiah is doing the workout without the ankle weights. Just to show you, you don't necessarily need them. This is still gonna be a super effective class either way. We're gonna go 10 seconds here. We are coming up to the toes next. Hands stay, toes tucked to the carriage in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So tuck your toes onto the carriage, find your plank position. Again, stabilize through the hips. We're gonna go 4 toe taps, 1 pike. So you're gonna tap your feet off to the side of the carriage 4 times total. So 2 to each side, and then we're gonna pike through center. Exhale, squeeze through the core, lift the hips. Beautiful, nice, control, Josiah. So 4 taps. Try to keep your hips really stable, right? And you're gonna feel a little extra with those weights around your feet, but even without the weights, your goal is to keep the torso as still as possible. So you're really stabilizing through your core. Great job. You've got just 22 seconds left to go here. I want you to go just a little bit slower, move with just a little bit more intention, a little bit more control. It'll be forearms to the front platform, knees to the carriage. We're gonna get into a kneeling crunch in 10 seconds. So maybe time for one more set of taps, one more really nice pike. In 4, forearms down, knees down. In 3, 2, and 1. So lower it down to the forearms, lower it down to the knees. You're gonna find this kneeling forearm plank position. Shoulders away from the ears, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, round through the spine, scoop through the low belly, find that crunch. And then slowly lengthen back out. Okay, so take a moment here, catch your breath, refocus your energy, and start focusing your mind, the muscles in your abs even deeper, right? We're not really working against any spring tension at the front of the machine. So this is a super mindful movement. That means the more you think about it, the more you're actually gonna feel those muscles working. Right? The more energy you focus there, the more actual muscle fibers you are going to fire, and the more effective this move is gonna be. I want you to notice where you feel this one in the abs the most. We've got a little hold in 3, 2, find a little crunch, hold. Give me a little exhale. Exhale, quick, forceful, short little exhale, little crunch, little pulse in the abs. You have 10 seconds. We're gonna get into a spinal balance. We'll be lifting the right leg and the left arm in 4, 3, 2, come to tabletop. So up to the hands, up to the knees. From here, I want you to extend the right leg straight out behind you. Good, extend your left arm forward. And from here, it's gonna be left elbow over towards your right knee, and you're gonna squeeze through the right side body. Inhale as you lengthen out. Exhale and squeeze. Left elbow towards the right knee. And I want you to drive the elbow across your body towards that knee so you're feeling this squeeze and this pinch in the right oblique. So your whole body is working, but the right oblique is the focus. Good. So a little extra weight in the right leg here with the ankle weight. And if you don't have ankle weights, but maybe you have hand weights, you could pick up a hand weight in the left arm. We're gonna go 25 seconds. So we're just warming up the right oblique. You have a side plank on deck. So it'll be right forearm to the front platform. Knees or toes to the carriage, your call. In 4, let's hold the crunch. In 3, 2, drive the elbow towards the knee. Give me a little pulse, a little pulse. You're here for 4, you're here for 3. Side plank in 2. Side plank is now right forearm to the front platform. Open your hips to the left. Good. Push down into the right forearm, lift your right oblique away from the floor. And from here, we're gonna extend our left leg out straight, flex the foot. We're gonna lift the left leg up and lower down. I want you to keep the rest of your side plank perfectly still. So really strong through right side body. We're not letting the right shoulder drift towards the ear. You're lifting the right side waist away from the floor, and we're firing up the outer side of the left glute. So we're gonna get this interplay where the legs are gonna kind of just be intermittently working throughout the entire class, but we do have a focused right leg series and a focused left leg series, but just know that you're gonna kind of get a little extra burn here and there throughout our class today. Let's lift that left leg up. We're gonna find a little hold and a little pulse. Pulse the left leg, little pulse, pulse, pulse. We're gonna have a seat next. We have a side saddle crunch in 4. Have a seat on top of your carriage. Face the camera, Josiah, in 3, 2, and 1. So have a seat on top of your carriage, feet to the floor. From here, we're still working the right oblique. So we're gonna bring hands behind the head, hinge back, chest lifted. We're gonna twist left shoulder towards the right heel, tap it down. So option right away, this is level 1. Level 2, you're gonna go ahead and extend that leg out. So crunch towards you and extend. And right away, you're gonna feel the extra intensity of that weight. So if it gets to be a little bit too much, you can set the heel back down just like you started, or you can alternate the two, right? We can lift in, extend out, twist in, set the foot down. You've got 20 seconds to go here. We've got a running man on deck. So hands will be on our high handlebars up front, toes to the carriage, and we're gonna lift our right leg in running man. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, running man. So hands to high handlebars, toes tucked to the carriage. You're gonna start in a catfish position and then extend your right leg straight behind you. Strong straight leg, point the toes or flex the foot. Good, now you're gonna drive the right knee in towards the chest as the carriage slides out away from you. Perfect, Josiah. And then as you do this single leg catfish with the left leg, right leg extends out to straight. Keep your shoulders and your hips square to the floor below you. Nice, and get a big extension with the right leg. So we are gonna hit the right leg first, so we're just getting it warmed up again. Strong through the core. Think single leg catfish, think equal length in both sides of the waistline, still getting some oblique work here as well. In 4, we're gonna take the right leg out to straight and hold. In 3, 2, straighten out your right leg, strong straight leg, little pulses with the right leg. Squeeze your right glute. Stronger and straighter through the leg, tighter through the core, shoulders away from the ears. You have 10 seconds. We're gonna step our right foot forward to the floor. You have a front lunge. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the right foot forward to the floor. Left toes stay where they are. We're gonna go front lunge. Start at the bottom of your front lunge. Everybody bring it on down and hold for me. Good, check in, right knee over the right heel. You can use your high handlebars. Make sure your feet are at least hip width apart. Now from here, we're gonna drive down through the right heel, slowly come up towards standing, and we're gonna drive the left knee through. So left knee is gonna lift, and then we'll slide the left foot back, it lands on the carriage, lower on down into your front lunge. Good, pause here, you're gonna give me a carriage kick. So we're gonna go one knee in at the bottom of this lunge, good. And then drive through right heel, slowly lift up, and it's a left knee up. So incorporating quite a bit of balance challenge. If you've got a pole or something you want to use for balance, you can. And then we've layered in 2 bits to this lunge, right? So if they're not working for you, just skip them. But hopefully they are working for you. So we're getting a little bit extra at either end of the lunge, right? We get this balance challenge on the knee up, really strong through the core. And then when we lower down into our lunge, we get this nice pause at the bottom. Slow carriage kick. Left knee slowly comes in, left leg slowly goes out. And as you hit your carriage kick, really important, I need you to make sure your right knee isn't moving. So in this next lunge, when you come down, right, look down at your right knee, keep it directly over the heel. Nice, perfect form, Josiah. So, strong through the core on that knee up. I want you to think abs as you lift the knee, flex the foot, turn on the leg. Right, but this is our right leg series. In 4, we're gonna hold our lunge. In 3, 2, bring it down into that lunge, hold. Let's go carriage kicks. You've got 20 seconds in these kicks. Energy in the right heel, right knee doesn't move. Sit your right outer hip down and back, and the front of your left hip crease slightly forward. Good, we're here for 4. We're here for 3, 2, left knee under left hip. Let's go split squat. So we're gonna drive through the right heel, come up to standing, keep the carriage steady, sink the left knee straight on down. So just a split squat, down and up. Try to keep the carriage nice and steady. If you feel like the right knee is drifting forward towards the toes, send the carriage out a little further behind you so you've got a little bit more space. Awesome work here, Josiah. You've got 25 seconds to go. On deck, we're gonna hit a single leg squat. We're keeping our right foot on the floor. So we're just gonna turn to our left. Right foot will stay on the floor, left foot will stay on the carriage. We're gonna go single leg floor squat, and we're gonna layer in some skaters and some lateral lifts, so I'll cue you through that. But in 4, pivot to your left, single leg floor squat in 3, 2, and 1. So pivot to the left. Go ahead and slide your right foot forward, left foot back a little bit, and sit down into that single leg squat hold. So you're sitting down over the right leg for me, Josiah. Right foot slightly forward, left foot slightly back. Sit down, single leg squat hold. Perfect. From here, at the bottom of your single leg squat, right hip, right knee, right middle toes all lined up. Listen, this is part of your time here. Let's go skater twice on the left leg. So we're gonna slide the left leg in nice and slow. Slide it out nice and slow. One more time. Good. Drive through the right heel. We're gonna slowly come up towards standing, and then listen, don't lock out the right knee. You're gonna lift the left leg up 2 times. So 2 lateral lifts of that left leg. On the second one, the foot lands, we sink it down. All the way down into your single leg floor squat. You're gonna skate 2 times. So slow, right? Focus in, tempo is everything here. The more we can stay at the bottom of the squat, the better. Drive through right heel, you'll slowly lift up. I want you to really activate the side of the left glute as you do those lateral lifts here. So right leg, make no mistake, is the focus of the exercise, but we are getting some work here for the left leg as well, just like we did in the front lunge. Right, but the right leg is gonna work harder because your body weight is stabilized over the right leg the entire time. And we're just kind of warming up the left side for when we get around to it. Nice job here, Josiah. Let's go 20 seconds in this variation. Good. And you should feel your right foot super stable on the floor, right? Energy down through big toe mound, pinky toe mound, the heel of the foot, and you're slightly lifting through the arch of your foot. In 4, we're gonna go ahead and hold our single leg squat. In 3, meet me down. In 2, and 1, we're gonna bring it down and hold. Let's just skate, just skater. 20 seconds here. I want you to sit your right glute down and back, stronger through the core. Open up your chest, breathe into it. You've got 10 more seconds. See if you can sit your right glute down a little bit more. Slow down that skater. We're going all lateral lifts. In 3, bring it up to standing. In 2, 1, slowly come up to standing. Keep a soft bend in the right knee. Flex the left foot, lift that left leg out to the side. Tap it down, out to the side, tap it down. So your body weight staying stable over that right leg, left leg is lifting, good. On deck, we're gonna use these ankle weights. If you don't have ankle weights, you wanna use a bungee, you can. We're gonna go hamstring curls just with the ankle weights in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So come down to all fours, anywhere you want really. You're gonna lift your right heel up towards the sky, flex the foot, square hips and shoulders to the floor, strong core. You're gonna slowly send the right leg out to straight, and then bring right heel in towards the glute. So Keep going here. And I want you to focus on maybe doing this one with just the ankle weight or no weights at all. In fact, I actually think the bungee is a little restrictive on our hamstring curls because typically the tension starts to lighten up. So I want you to just focus on squeezing the back line of your leg. Your right knee is staying lifted in line with the hip. If you'd like a little extra for the core, you can bring the left hand behind the back. You could reach it forward or just lighten up through the fingertips. Flex and squeeze the back line of your leg like crazy. In 4, we'll send the right leg out straight and hold. In 3, 2, send the right leg out straight, hold. Strong straight leg, give me little lifts up an inch, down an inch. Little up an inch, down an inch. Good job, Josiah. Re-square hips and shoulders to the floor, tighter through your core. Really activate through the abs. Relax your neck, turn your head side to side. In 4, go back to the hamstring curl. In 3, 2, go back to the hamstring curl. Good. So, whether you're working with or without weight, I mean, these ankle weights that I have on are only 1 pound, right? It's still gonna be super challenging. If you're just squeezing your muscles, actively engaging them, and you're working against gravity, this should be hard. In 4, heel to the glute. In 3, 2, bring the heel in towards your glute, lift up an inch, down an inch. So little traditional straight up kick. Good, you're here for 4. Keep kicking for 3, 2, hold the leg steady. We're going fire hydrant. I want you to open the right knee out to the right, bring it back down. Good, listen up. This is where we're finishing out our right leg series, so it should be burning, it should be shaking, it should be really freaking hard here. Find that fire hydrant. Don't let your body weight dump into your left hand or your left knee. Just open the right leg out to the right and back in. Good, in 4, we're gonna add in a little extension. In 3, 2, open the right knee out to the right and then send your right leg out to straight and then back in. Good, Josiah made up this move and I'm sure he's loving it right now, especially tacked on to the very end of this leg series. You should be feeling this for sure. Stay strong through your core. In 4, we're gonna meet in that fire hydrant. We've got just little pulses to finish things out. In 3, 2, rotate the right knee out to the right. Give me a little pulse, little pulse, little pulse, little pulse. Final 10 seconds here. Meet me in a reverse floor plank. Feet to the floor, hands to your carriage. In 5, in 4, in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go reverse floor plank. So feet to the floor, hands to the carriage here. From here, we are gonna go mountain climber. So right knee in towards the chest, step it back. Left knee in towards the chest, step it back. Keep your eye gaze forward towards the numbered rail. Think about lifting that knee up and in towards your heart space so you're really getting this through the core, right? You should be feeling those weights like crazy. If you need to just hold plank for a few breaths, you definitely can. If you need to lower the knees down, hit a wheelbarrow, that is always an option. When in doubt, wheelbarrow it out. Let's go 15 seconds here. We're gonna get into our left oblique next. So you're gonna turn around. We're gonna get into our spinal balance. Hands to the front platform, knees to the carriage. In 3, 2, and 1. So let's turn it around for me, Josiah. Hands on the front platform, knees to the carriage, spinal balance side 2. We'll extend the left leg out. We'll extend the right arm up. And then we're gonna drive right elbow towards the left knee, squeeze left side waistline, lengthen it out. So this is super unstable. I want you to know with the spinal balance, you always have the option to add on another spring to make it more stable or to do this one on the floor, right? I feel this one a ton on the floor, really squeezing and crunching through the left side waistline. So we are on our left oblique, right? Moving through the other side of our body here. Should feel the back line of the left leg starting to fire up with that extension of the leg back. Good. We will go 15 seconds here. Love the control and tempo, Josiah. This looks freaking awesome. You've got your side plank on deck. So be left forearm front platform. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go side plank. Left forearm to the front platform. Open your body to the right. From here, we are just gonna focus on the right leg lift. So I want you to set yourself up in a really strong side plank. Left shoulder stacked over the elbow. You're pushing down into that platform, lifting your left oblique away from the floor. For a little more stability, right hand can come to the high handlebar in front of you to help hold your body in place. And you wanna make sure that your right hip is stacked directly over your left hip. So you're really hitting the side of the glute. So rotate those right toes straight forward for me, Josiah. So they're pointing the same direction as the belly button. Awesome. You can keep the flex of the foot. That looks great. In 4, we're gonna hold the right leg up. In 3, 2, hold that right leg up. Give me those little pulses, little pulses, little pulses. We're gonna have a seat next. We've got our bicycle crunch for the left oblique. You have 5, side saddle seat. In 3, 2, 1. So have a seat on top of your carriage here. Right, hands behind the head, hinge back, abs catch, lift your left knee towards your right shoulder, tap it down. So try to keep that foot nice and light. Focus on this rotation through the waistline, right? We're wringing out through the waistline. So level 1 right here, level 2, we're gonna keep the foot lifted, extend out with the leg. So drive that knee across towards the shoulder, then lengthen out. Right, and you can always alternate between the 2 options as needed. Maybe you keep the foot down for some, maybe you pick the foot up for a few. Right, you can always keep both feet on the floor the whole time and just focus on this twist. Good. We've got our running man on deck. We will bring hands to the high handlebars, both feet tuck onto the carriage, but we'll lift the left leg. In 4, 3, 2, running man on 1. So hands to your high handlebars, toes tucked to the carriage. You're gonna go ahead and float your left leg. So right heel slightly lifted, right knee's nice and bent. From here, left knee drives in towards the chest as the right leg sends the carriage out. Good. Single leg catfish on the right leg, left leg extends. So think about this right leg that's moving the carriage like a single leg catfish, and then really focus in on your left leg. You're driving that knee in towards your chest, squeezing through the abs, and then you're stretching that leg out straight and long and far away from you. So good. So we're starting to get into this left leg. We've got our left leg series on deck. Good news is there's not any surprises. We're just gonna hit what we did on the other side. Let's go 4 seconds. We're gonna extend that left leg straight and hold in 3, 2, left leg nice and straight. Get it a little straighter. Reach through your toes, strong straight leg, little pulses. Square your chest and your hips to the floor below you, stronger through your core, straighter through the legs, squeeze your glute like crazy. We're stepping our left foot forward to the floor, front lunge in 4, 3, 2, step it all the way forward to the floor, right toe stay tucked. Meet me at the bottom of your front lunge to start. So we're all the way down in that lunge to start. Little hinge forward from the hips, wrap your outer left glute back, look down at your left knee, it's over the heel. Now drive down through your left heel, slowly come to standing, and as you do so, you're gonna pull the right knee through. So use your abs, lift that knee up, flex the foot. Good, take the foot back, it lands on the carriage, and then we lower it down into our front lunge. Hold when you get to the bottom of the front lunge, 1 carriage kick. So slide the right knee in, slowly lengthen out. Now watch your left knee as you lift. Don't let it drift towards your toes. Yes, great job, Josiah. So when we keep the knee aligned over the heel, you keep the work in the muscles, right? We don't put any pressure in the knee joint. We really feel the left glute and left hamstring doing the work to lift you out of this lunge. Check in with the neck and the shoulders, right? Shake out the neck, maybe soften the shoulders away from the ears. Check in with your core. Your abs should be working so hard throughout this entire thing, especially balancing on that foot. Good, so like I said, left leg is now our focus. Right leg's gonna continue to do a little bit of work, and just notice how things are gonna feel a little different side to side. It might be a little bit harder on side 2, and that's okay. We're gonna breathe deep. We're gonna focus in on the muscles, and we're gonna get it done. Right? You're just gonna do whatever you can on this side to match what you did on the other side. To maintain your form. In 4, let's bring it down into that lunge and hold. In 3, 2, bring it on down into that lunge and hold. Keep the left leg frozen, right knee slides in, carriage kicks. 20 seconds in these kicks. I want you to keep sitting your left glute down and back behind you. Right? Try not to collapse through the chest, open up the collarbones, breathe here. You've got 10 more seconds. We're gonna get right into our split squats to finish out this front lunge. In 4, 3, right knee under the hip. In 2, right knee under the hip. Good, drive through the heel, slowly lift up. So try to keep your carriage as quiet as you can. You're just bending down through both knees, sinking low, driving through the left heel to lift up, right? How slow can you go on this? How mindful can you get about this? Right, we are almost there on these split squats. You've got just 15 seconds to go. We've got our single leg squat. I see a little tremor creeping in 4, quarter turn to your right. In 3, 2, and 1. So quarter turn to the right. Slide your left foot forward a little bit, slide your right foot back a little bit. Let's lower down into the single leg squat and hold. Core is on, shoulders back, right? Left hip, left knee, left middle toes all lined up. So we don't want that hip jutting to the side. From here, we're gonna skate 2 times. We're gonna slide the right knee in nice and slow, slide the right leg out. 1 more time, right? Really purposeful about this. Drive through the left heel, slowly come almost up to standing. Keep a micro bend in that left knee, weight in the left heel, flex the right foot, lift that leg up 2 times, 2 lateral lifts, right? Then the foot lowers, we sit down into that single leg squat. You hit 2 skaters. When we lift, we hit 2 lateral leg lifts. Beautiful. Focus in on your breath, right? Can you lengthen and deepen your breath and use that as a tool to help you slow down the movement, right? The slower you go, the more you're gonna get out of this, and I want you to get every single thing out of this exercise that you possibly can, right? Really make sure you're sitting your weight back into your heels, your hips are going back, you're hinging at your hips, right? Holding the left side body totally steady as you hit these skaters. Good, and trying to keep the left side body really steady as you hit those lateral leg lifts as well, right? So still getting some work here on the right leg. We've got just about 20 seconds to go in this variation. Then we're gonna get those little burnout skaters, little burnout lateral lifts. In 4, meet me in the bottom of your single leg squat. In 3, 2, sink it down low, hold, stabilize left side body. Let's go skater, right knee bends in, right leg slowly extends out. I want you to see if you can sit your left glute down and back just a little bit further. Knit the low ribs together. So it's like you're sliding your ribs towards one another, really strong through the core. You're here for 4. Come up to standing lateral lifts in 3, 2, slowly up to standing. Don't lock out your left knee. Flex the right foot. We're gonna lift that leg up and down. Can you keep the rest of the body steady? Maybe hands to heart center. Maybe arms reach out in front of you. Maybe you're hanging on to something for balance. Squeeze the side of the glute. Try not to rotate your toes up towards the ceiling. Keep them pointed straight forward so you're getting the side of the glute. Good. 10 seconds. We're gonna come down on all 4s. You can come to the mat beside your machine. We're going hamstring curls for your left leg in 3, 2, 1. Come down to all 4s. Right, knees hip width apart. Left leg extends out to straight, square hips and shoulders to the floor, strong core. Left heel comes in towards your glute. Left leg extends out nice and long. Options for more core. Lighten up through the right fingertips, right hand behind the back, right arm shooting forward. Wherever you're at, your abs are super tight, okay? You don't wanna feel any tension drifting or sinking into the lower back here, and I want some active squeeze in that left leg. So stretch it out, really straight, really long, big squeeze where the hamstring muscle meets your glute muscle. That's where you're gonna squeeze it in. Great job. Neck is long, shoulders away from the ears. Try to make your eye gaze nice and neutral so you don't feel this in the neck. Let's go 10 seconds just like this. Straight leg pulses in 4, straighten out the leg in 3, 2, strong straight leg. Little pulse, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. How straight can you get that leg? Lengthen out through your spine and lengthen out through that foot. It's either flexed or pointed, but I want it strong and straight. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Back to the curls in 2 and 1. Back to those hamstring curls. Squeeze the shit out of your muscles. Okay, that means you have to actively make it happen, right? If you've got that ankle weight, great, but you're squeezing the muscles too. If you don't have the weight, you are just squeezing the muscles, and look at how much tension you're getting at the back line of your leg. It's incredible, right? Just a little bit of gravity and a little bit of intention. In 4, we go heel to the sky. In 3, 2, squeeze the leg in, just kick your foot straight up towards the sky. Tighter through the core again. Imagine a glass of water balancing on your back. It would not move, okay? Shoulders away from the ears. Check in with all the parts of your body that start to get out of alignment. Squeeze your left glute. Imagine making an impression of your foot on the ceiling. In 4, hold it up. In 3, 2, hold it up. Fire hydrant, open that left knee out to the left side of the glute here, right? If you need to come down to the forearms for a little more core support or to get off your wrist, totally fine to do so. I have you lying down on your backs next, okay? So we're gonna lay down, it's gonna be excellent. Good. In 4, let's start to add that extension. In 3, 2, open the left knee over to the left. Now kick the leg out. And then bend the knee back in, and then close down that fire hydrant. So we rotate open, extend, bend in, and close. Good. Last thing you've got to do here, we're just gonna do some pulses to finish things out. I want you to keep going with this fire hydrant with the kick. Awesome. In 4, we're gonna hold the fire hydrant. In 3, 2, flare the knee out wide, little pulses, little pulses. 15 seconds, I want you to lie down on top of your mat. We're gonna get into some alternating toe taps. You have 5, you have 4, you have 3, 2, 1. Lie on down onto your mats, hands down beside the hips, bring your legs to tabletop. From here, I want you to take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, I want you to drive your abs down towards the floor. So knees are floating over the hips, flex your feet. From here, we're gonna tap our left heel towards the floor, lift up through center, right heel towards the floor, lift up through center. Keep going. So if your lower back starts to lift off the mat at any point, you can just make the range of motion a little smaller. Maybe you're just taking the feet down a few inches. Check in with your head, neck, and shoulders. Can you relax your neck? Good, strong through the core. In 4, let's point the toes, keep going. In 3, 2, point the toes, keep going. Right, so a little extra tension with those ankle weights. We're tapping the toes down. There you go. That's it, Josiah. Perfect. We're going to go 15 seconds here. We're going to set the feet down. We're going to hit some regular crunches, hands behind the head. We're here for 4. Both feet flat on the floor, fingertips behind the head. In 3, 2, 1. Set both feet down on the floor. Hands behind your head. Just give me regular crunches. So feet planted. Right? I want you to focus on form, right? Inhale as you lower, exhale, squeeze your abs, lift your chest up as high as you can, lower it down with control. Think perfect sit-ups, right? Not often we get to do very much core work lying down here, so enjoy it while it lasts, right? Good, good, good. We've got just a couple things left to do. I do have you finishing things out back on your micro. We're gonna do just one more move here that's really gonna utilize those ankle weights lying down on our backs. In 4, lower the head down. In 3, 2, lower the head down. Let's bring those legs back to that tabletop position. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Now from here, we're gonna tap the heels down to the floor wide and then squeeze the legs back together. So tap down, squeeze in. Now really, really engage your core. And you don't need ankle weights to feel this one. If you're properly engaging your core, this is so freaking hard and you'll be shaking right away. Okay, beautiful. Breathe into it. Keep pressing your lower back down towards the floor. You've got 10 seconds to go here. Our finisher is on deck. We are gonna finish things out in a reverse grizzly bear. So in 5 seconds, I want hands to the carriage, feet on the front platform. In 4, 3, 2, bring it on up. Meet me in your reverse plank. Hustle to get there. This is our final exercise. From here, you're gonna step both feet up and over the high handlebars. You're gonna give me a bear. Right, we'll lengthen back out. Both feet will step up to your platform and then over to the other side. And oh man, you gotta be mindful of those steps with those weights on. And then we'll hit a bear. Keep it going here. We're stepping those feet side to side. Once the feet hit the floor, we hit a little bear. Here's the deal, you've got 20 seconds left in your workout. Okay, finish things out with a bang. Maybe get back up to those toes if you've come to the knees. Maybe hold a plank, maybe hold a bear, but this is it. Your final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come to the floor beside our machine and find a child's pose. So big toes to touch, knees wide, chest will melt down towards the mat, forehead towards the mat. Good, take a deep breath in. Full breath out, let it go. Let's walk both hands over to the right hand side of the mat. Place left palm over right, anchor down through the left hip. Feel a nice stretch on the side body. We'll take a breath in. Full breath out. Hands will walk back through center, over to the left. So right hand over left, anchor down through your right hip. Again, big breath in. Full breath out, let it go. Good, let's come back through center. And then we'll make our way up to a comfortable seat. Roll the shoulders back, sit up tall, stack your spine, right? Lengthen up through the crown of the head, down through the tailbone, 2 deep breaths. Inhale, circle sweep, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time, deep breath in all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Awesome, awesome job. Thank you all so much for being here. It means the world to us. Have an incredible rest of your day, and we'll see you soon.